She remembers vividly the day and even the time on the clock when her world changed. On February 14, 2009 at 4 p.m., Yirgalem Fissaha was working in a radio station in Asmara, Eritrea, when she and her colleagues were ordered to attend an impromptu meeting. The station, Radio Bana, which broadcasts educational programs, had been accused of disloyalty, and about 30 journalists were arrested and taken for interrogation. She was held in the prison at Abeito, just outside the capital city.
I thought because they've already asked me so many questions, things would be cleared up and then they were going to send me home. That was what I was thinking. I was so confident about my innocence that I was worried about whoever did what they were asking about, and I was worried for them.
For the next 6 years, she was held in solitary confinement, endured beatings and endless interrogation. She and other Radio Bana journalists were accused of communicating with an opposition radio station.
I didn't even know that the radio station I was being asked about existed. I think eventually that even the people that were imprisoning us started to understand that we didn't have anything to do with this radio station. But because they weren't courageous enough to tell us that we were mistakenly imprisoned, they started asking us about our thinking and even writings that we had in the past.
Yirgalem's case is not isolated. According to the Committee to Protect Journalists, 16 journalists are currently being held in prison in Eritrea, making it the worst jailer of journalists in sub-Saharan Africa. Much of the free press in the country was shut down in September 2001 during a crackdown when 7 newspapers were shut down and numerous journalists arrested. Temisken Debesai, a former anchor for state-run Area TV, now living in London, said that inside the country it was impossible to report on or advocate for jailed journalists.
To this day, nobody knows where they are, whether they're alive or not, but this is not the kind of story that you're not allowed to cover. It was just brushed under the carpet and no one was ever to hear about them again.
There has been advocacy for some of these imprisoned journalists. Siyum Tsahaye, a photojournalist, has been imprisoned since 2001. His niece has taken up his cause and founded an organization, One Day Siyum, advocating for his release. Today, there are no independent media outlets operating in the country.
There is no room for maneuver. If you want to survive, you have to be able to stick to the rule book, which is sing praises, say that everything is fine, everything is hunky-dory, everything is rosy, and that's it.
For us, it's been almost 20 years since it's been formally forbidden to express our ideas. And within the past 20 years, we have forgotten that it is our right to express ideas. And we've become like we have no right to think, no right to listen, and we have no right to be silent.
Despite the grim picture, there are some rays of hope. Yirgalem and other Eritrean journalists long for the day when a vibrant, independent press can return to their home country.